Alright, hey, how's it going? My name is Rosalia. Welcome to my channel, Psychic Therapy for the Soul. I am here to do a Taurus New Year tarot reading, and I will be using questions from the tarot tracker, in which I will put in the descriptions afterwards. Alright, let's get started. Taurus. The grounded and stable zodiac. I always find that Taurus gets me going. And when I mean like it gets me going, like it makes me start, it makes me begin. And you know, Aries is actually supposed to be the self-starter, but I don't know if it's because of Aries' wild, spontaneous, impulsive energy that it's almost like a misfire at times. But with Taurus, I always feel like Taurus just takes that energy and bam, grounds it. You know what I mean? Gets that ritual going, you know, it's ruled by the Hierophant, gets it kind of going, disciplined, creates a nice ritual, creates meaning behind it. There's a certain security when Taurus comes through. So I'm kind of like feeling that. Cool. So Taurus, how are you entering the new year? How is Taurus entering the new year? How is Taurus entering the new year? The Nine of Cups and the Ten of Swords in reverse. And you got the Four of Pentacles at the bottom, so secure. Typically I like this Four of Pentacles because it doesn't have the coin on top of the crown like in the traditional Four of Pentacles, where the man is actually blocked from other experiences in his environment, because he has that coin on top of his crown chakra where he can receive new opportunities and creative messages from the divine and from the collective, because he's so rigid in what he has. This Four of Pentacles, this person has his crown open and he's just holding on to his security, maybe a little bit too tight, but he's still open to information. So you're entering the new year, the Nine of Cups. Aries had this too. However, the difference with you is that you got the Ten of Swords in reverse. The battle is done. The battle is done. I am no longer exhausting or over-exhausting the what-if possibilities anymore. I'm no longer going to worry about the worst-case scenario. I'm no longer going to overthink this. I'm no longer going to overthink this. It's done. I'm just gonna focus on what makes me happy. I have accomplished so much. Look at these seashells. I got the best of both worlds. I'm truly fulfilled and just open. She has her hands up like this. And she's basically like, yeah, like, look at me. You know what I mean? I've accomplished all of this good stuff. I'm fulfilled. And what is there really to worry about? Like, why am I stressing out? I've come this far. So that's Taurus. I feel like there could have been a question too, like before you released all these words, you know, am I truly happy? Am I truly happy? Are you truly happy? But I feel like because you had such a stressful past, there's this kind of embedment of possibilities of things going wrong. Or maybe this isn't right, or maybe this isn't it for me. And this need to kind of protect yourself, but in essence, I feel like you're entering, recognizing, nah, like, I'm very fulfilled and happy, and all my wishes have come true. I once wished for this. Okay. What does this year expect from Taurus? does this year expect from Taurus? The Chariot. Wow. And you got the Five of Swords at the bottom. So when you meet conflict at the shore, get out of there as fast as possible. That's what the year expects from you. Get out of there. Move on from those obstacles and challenges as fast as possible. Go towards your destination with determination and ambition and motivation. Go for it. Don't give up. Get out of there. The universe just expects you to not stop and deal with petty conflict that is simply unnecessary. It's just going to block you and distract you. And you're encouraged to not be distracted, not procrastinate, just go towards what you've accomplished, because you've already mastered the white and the dark horse. You've mastered your shadow and your light. You know how you're feeling, you know your negative side of things, but you also know your positive side of things, your light, and the kind of action that you want to take. So follow that and go towards that. So that's what the universe expects from you. The Chariot is also, in a psychological perspective, like the raise of consciousness. The Chariot is when you raise your state of consciousness. So what that means is like you've overcome the lessons of the Matrix and you travel towards a higher dimension. You have a deeper awakening. You have, I want to say an increase of value, but it's not necessarily that. It's more like you're embodying a different state, a different spectrum of consciousness. You see things from a higher perspective. It's not like you're looking down on anybody. It's just that you recognize, how do I explain this? This is like physics. And it's also very esoteric, like esoteric astrology. And in spirituality, in the Bible, it's like we are reflections of God. So it's like you have God, okay, whatever that higher entity is, okay, that main higher entity, whether that is, a spiritual being in which we cannot see or another solar system, okay, communicating with a mass that's below it, okay. You got a God here and a God here and a God here. And then those gods, like prisms of light, reflect into other entities or people. They gain pieces, like they spread their pieces of light. And so let's say, for example, you're at the bottom. Okay, you're at the bottom of the ladder. Okay, you're born unconscious. Okay, like most of us are as we start to gain beliefs of our families, etc. Okay, you shed some unconscious belief patterns, you know what I mean? You become aware of them, you change them, you transform them, you let go of old beliefs that, only caused you suffering, you change them, you heal them, you grow from them. And suddenly your unconscious, what was unconscious becomes conscious, and your vibration raises and your state of consciousness goes from this level up until the next level. And suddenly, not that you're better than anybody else or that you're seeing below you or anything like that, but it's more like when you see other people experiencing those unconscious patterns in which you once had, you're incredibly clear of their reality. So this is what the Chariot is. Basically, you jump on that horse, you see that this unconscious pattern or conflict is not yours, and you jump on the Chariot and you raise your state of consciousness. You go beyond that because you've already learned from that. This guy shows you a mirror and you're like, I know what that is, and you move on from it. So this is what the year expects from you. As a long number 2. Okay. What do you expect from this year? So what do you expect from this year? What does Taurus expect from this year? I can talk about one card for a very long time, so I'm trying not to waste too much time. What can Taurus expect from this year? The Justice. Okay. It landed on its side and you got the Six of Swords at the bottom. Fighting for what's right. Is it worth it? Stand up for what's right when it's worth it. But when it's not worth it, would it be better to just move on from the conflict and go towards peace? So this is what you expect from the universe, to show you when you should stand up and fight for what's right, to bring balance back to a situation, to objectively look at a conflicting situation that forced you to move on as fast as possible. Do I stay and resolve the conflict and bring balance to the situation? Or would it be better to move on? So I feel like you're expecting the universe to tell you that. Like the universe to bring balance to the situation naturally without way too much effort, so that you can find the best solution that will bring peace of mind, that will bring a calming transition towards something new, where you can establish healing and a clear mentality. Okay, how does Taurus need to change in order to meet these expectations? How does Taurus need to change in order to meet these expectations? The Eight of Swords. Oh, look in the mirror. Look in the mirror. Look in the mirror. The Eight of Swords is typically a person that is stuck in their thoughts and they're overthinking everything. But this deck is a little bit different. The woman that is overthinking everything, she's actually the mirror. So she's being mirrored back to the woman who is actually free. She doesn't know she's free. She doesn't know she's free because she's looking down. She's looking down into the mirror and all she sees is being trapped. But she's wearing pink here, and pink is the crown chakra. It's like she knows that, like, those swords that are surrounding her, they're not actually, like, she's not trapped. Like, she has them on her back here to use to her discretion. She can leave this trap in which she has overthought in her mind as soon as she looks up with faith. And you got the Fool card here, which is so perfect because the Fool card is all about taking a leap of faith into something new, letting it all go and starting again. And I feel like this is what you want, but you're afraid to do it. Yeah, you overthought this. Like, why though? You're so independent. You're expecting the year to bring balance to the situation, but it feels almost like it's like you're expecting the year to bring balance to the situation for you. You know what I mean? But actually, like, it's up to you. Like, you're the one that's trapping yourself. Like, you gotta, like, take that chance. You know what I mean? So you gotta be the one to take that chance and jump off. Because you're like, you're feeling blind here. Like, you don't know what the right decision is, but, like, you're not actually trapped. You're free. Okay. You're just afraid of things going wrong. You're afraid of things not working out. Number 5, how will the universe help you make this change? will the universe help you make this change? The Strength card. It's so funny because right before this popped up, I'm like, I'm nice now. I'm nice. I'm nice now. And she's being really nice here. She's taming the lion, the beast. And she's taking her time. The beast is like, in the Strength card, the beast is like our impulses, our reactions, our anger, our desires, the things that we struggle to control when we become irregulated, when we become triggered. It's our fears, it's our need to push forward. It's our deep feelings, it's our deep emotions. And with the Knight of Pentacles here at the bottom, with the Strength card, the universe is going to help you tame this beast. It's going to help you be strong and be brave and be courageous to not let the beast take over. So when you need to take that chance to free yourself from overthinking, the beast is taken over, the Strength card is going to help you make that decision to be bold, to be courageous in the direction that you're going in. And it's just going to encourage you to move slow. You don't have to rush. You can take your time. You're a Taurus. Knight of Pentacles is like your thing. You like to take your time before you make a big decision. You don't have to rush. If it's right, it will be right whether you take your time or whether you go fast, you know? So I think that you should just trust that and just take your time and ground each step so that you feel safe and secure. You don't really need to rush it. So that's number 5. So what aspects of yourself do you need to keep, Taurus? What aspects of yourself do you need to keep? What aspects of yourself do you need to keep, Taurus? What aspects of yourself do you need to keep? What aspects of yourself do you need to keep? The Queen of Cups and the Four of Wands. Your ability, Taurus, you love pleasure and you love sensuality and you love sharing with other people based off of like your daily pleasures. This is just how you are, and you love to kind of like listen to that through your emotions. You're being encouraged to keep doing that. To keep that aspect of yourself, to listen to your compassionate nature, to listen to your empathetic nature, to listen to your feelings, because your feelings will tell you if you're moving too quickly or not. Your feelings will tell you if the situation is pure or it's like not pure. Right? She's wearing all white here, which is kind of like dive into those deep emotions in which you'll find purity. Because if you feel at any point that something is tainted, you'll know right away. And I really like this because she's carrying this pink shell in her hand. So again, she's listening to the purity of her emotions and having faith in that. Lots of pink in this. That's an aspect of yourself that you have to keep. All right. What aspect of yourself, Taurus, do you need to release? The Six of Pentacles in reverse. Okay. So the Six of Pentacles upright is a person that is very generous. It's a person that is generous. They give, but they don't give a lot, but they give enough. And, you know, they're either on the receiving end in which they're receiving, or they're on the top end in which they're giving. But, you have it here reversed, which means that number one, you're either not giving enough, or so you're not being generous, or you're holding back for some reason, or which is what I'm feeling here as well, you're afraid to receive. With the Six of Pentacles in reverse, this is what you're being encouraged to release. So you're being encouraged to release not being receptive to donations, gifts, time, energy, money, or you're being encouraged to release not giving back enough. For some reason you've been holding back. And I actually think that it could be that one too, because at the very beginning of the reading, the Four of Pentacles did show up. And the Four of Pentacles is when we hold on too tightly because we are afraid of getting hurt. We're afraid that we are giving too much of ourselves and that we're going to lose it. We're going to lose what we have. So there could be this kind of fear of sharing. You could be afraid of sharing, but you're being encouraged to release that, because there should be a really healthy giving and receiving energy in order to keep the flow of abundance and in order to keep a very healthy, secure nature. So at any point where you feel like that's out of balance, or you feel like you've been causing an imbalance, you're encouraged to release that so you can bring balance back into the situation. Not be afraid to take yourself out, go on dates, be more emotionally receptive to others, be emotionally giving, allowing light to come through. Yeah. Okay. What gifts from the universe will you discover? What gifts from the universe will you discover, Taurus? What gifts from the universe will you discover, Taurus? What gifts from the universe will you discover? The Four of Pentacles. The page that goes to the bottom. Okay, so you've been given too much, let's say. So let's say, for example, you release holding back. Okay, you release holding back, and you start being receptive again, and you start being giving again, and you find it becomes too much. Well, don't worry, Taurus. The gift from the universe is the Four of Pentacles. Don't worry. The universe will ground you, will secure you, will keep you safe. You're protected. You're financially secure. Your image is secure. Your overall stability is secure. Your time, your energy, your health is secure. You're protected. I'll show you how to budget your time, energy, and money, so that when you go back to giving and receiving, it doesn't feel like you're draining yourself. Number 9. Who will Taurus become as a result of this year's journey? Who will you become as a result of this year's journey, Taurus? Tower on its side here. I'm just going to pull a clarifier. I see it already. Give me a clarifier anyways. What's mine is not yours. That's funny. What's mine is not yours. What's mine is not yours. Okay. 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 I can say this out loud. Just give me a second. Because the devil in the Page of Swords came out, and that's what I heard. What's mine is not yours. And the devil is temptation. Okay, so let's say, for example, you have a lot of great things. Okay, you're Taurus. You're secure, you're stable, you have friends, you have money, you have security, you have stability. You've accumulated wealth, you've accumulated a very giving nature, You've accumulated resources, abundance, time, energy. You have a lot to give. You do. You have a lot to give. However, people that may not have a lot may expect that from you to give to them. And as a result, you become this kind of temptation for them. And they latch on. And you don't know if they're latching on because of what you have or because they are truly emotionally connected to you and they want to be friends. You know what I mean? Or they want to be emotionally connected to you romantically or whatever. So you have trouble seeing whether these people are in your life because of what you got or because they want something from you. Sorry. You don't know if these people are in your life because of what you got and they want something from you, or because they are truly there for you and who you are as a person, and there's a real emotional, intellectual, spiritual connection there. So this is who you will become. You will learn to not only destroy any kind of rigid belief system that forces you to let go of holding on to things too tightly, so not being too generous, but you'll also help destroy that kind of belief system in other people that are mirroring this aspect back at you, like projecting their poverty towards you. And you will be this powerful person that will say, what's mine is not yours. I give because I want to give, not because you expect that from me. So at any point that you feel that what I have, just because I have more or because I have a lot, that you think that I'm entitled to, that you're entitled to it, we cannot be connected anymore. So that's really interesting. So I really feel like you're empowering yourself, Taurus. I feel like this is a huge lesson in making sure that you're not being exploited, but you're also not left out in the cold, because you're a very emotionally generous person. And this Queen of Cups, she's gonna help you. This aspect of yourself that you're keeping, this purity of emotion, your ability to be able to sense this kind of your natural clairsense, your ability to be able to feel the situation and understand the purity of it, your ability to know through your feelings is what is going to show you whether the people in your life are there for you or they're there for what you've got. All right, Taurus, that's it.